Hello CrossFit Linchpin. Monday, July 8th, 2019. When we have Mondays, I assume we've got some folks that are new to the community, maybe just received the sample week of programming that I throw out every now and then and are watching the videos. If so, welcome. And if you are now a part of our community, thank you. Thanks for joining the community. I think you're going to be really happy. I know that I'm biased, but the people in our community are just super cool, very supportive. We're not about having an ego. We embrace scaling. We try to make intelligent decisions so that we don't unnecessarily beat up our bodies. Our goal is to have fun, to get fit, and to operate in a manner that promotes long-term health and fitness so that in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, your knees, your back, your shoulders still feel good and you can do whatever it is that you want to do in this amazing life. So thank you for being a part of that. And as I walk through everything in today's workout, I'll give some little extra information in case this is day one for you. So the workout of the day is kind of what I would consider a heavy day at a high heart rate. Here's the workout. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 deadlifts, and the deadlifts are going to be 40 to 50% of your 1 rep max. That's the loading that you're going to choose. 30 deadlifts, 15 ring muscle ups, 20 deadlifts, 10 ring muscle ups, 10 deadlifts, 5 ring muscle ups. If I were to prescribe a loading for this and not a percentage of your 1 rep max, I would have prescribed for this 185 pounds for the men and 135 pounds for the women. So if that helps you choose that 40 to 50% of your 1 rep, then so be it. But I want to give people the option to work in their capacity today. So we're going to get 60 deadlifts in. And so since it's a higher volume of deadlifts, knocking down the percentage makes a little bit more sense. So that's why we're using 40 to 50% of the 1 rep max. And this will get you strong. Workouts like this will get you strong. You don't have to do just 1s, 3s, and 5s to build strength. There's a lot of ways to build strength, and this is just one of many that we do. And there's a lot of interference today between the pulling of the deadlift and the pulling of the ring muscle ups. So today's workout will be challenging, no doubt about it. We have a video showing the deadlift, and we have a video showing the ring muscle up. Now it shows a strict one, and bear in mind the workout is prescribed as kipping, but the video showing the strict one is great just for the points of performance, for the form, for the range of motion, and all that good stuff. Super Fitness Robot time today. So I always give 2 different times, a Super Fitness Robot time, or number of rounds, and then a more likely time, or number of rounds. Most people are going to fall into that more likely one. Okay, that's going to be the meaty part of the bell curve there. But I like to give the Super Fitness Robot time. It's an extremely aggressive and impressive time, but it's possible. And we have some amazing people that do it every now and then. My hat's always off to them. On this workout, I'm saying the Super Fitness Robot time is 8 minutes or less. It's cooking. Where do I think most of us will be? The more likely time, 12 minutes or less is where I'm saying on this. And a lot of it's going to come down to your capacity with the ring muscle ups. No doubt about it. So your time might extend a little bit beyond that as well. If you see the 12 minutes and you're like, ooh, I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near that, you may want to consider the scaled option. So the scaled option today, 30 deadlifts at 95 pounds for the men, 65 pounds for the women, 15 ring rows or pull-ups, and then 15 ring dips, bar dips, push-ups, or knee push-ups. So wherever you are in your fitness journey, we can find some way to accommodate you if ring dips are too challenging. You know, there's multiple ways to modify. Then 20 deadlifts, 10 ring rows or pull-ups, 10 ring dips or bar dips, push-ups or knee push-ups. Then finally 10 deadlifts, 5 ring rows or pull-ups, 5 ring dips, bar dips, push-ups or knee push-ups. So all good. And maybe you look at the scaled option, you say, all right, the scaled option is a bit too easy for me, but the prescribed one's a bit too challenging. Well, you can feel free to modify it even more so, because 100 people may have to modify this workout in 100 different ways based upon what they have going on with their body and their life, their capacity, their ability. So what I try to do here at CrossFit Linchpin is educate everybody as to how the body works, what the intent of the workout is, give you some time goals, and then you can take a look at what you have going on, the gear that you have, your capabilities, and modify to make the workout fit just what's right for you. So maybe you don't have the ring muscle ups yet, so doing the ring rows and ring dips is perfect, but you don't struggle maybe with the deadlift weight at all, so you can do the 50% of your 1 rep max, and you can do 30, 20, 10 on that. So again, you've got a whole bunch of different choices here that you are certainly, authorized to make, because nobody knows you like you do. I'm here to hopefully give you as much useful information as I can. For the scaled option, we have a video showing the ring row, a video showing the butterfly pull-up. You could also obviously do the gymnastic style or C-kip pull-up, and a video showing the push-up. The limited equipment option. So every day we post a workout called the limited equipment option. It's basically a dumbbell-only version every single solitary day. It's fantastic. The limited equipment option assumes that you don't have any fancy gear. You don't even have a barbell. What you have is a pair of dumbbells, a jump rope, a pull-up bar bolted to the wall over your door, and a set of gymnastics rings hanging not from the ceiling, but just from the pull-up bar, so they're low. Can't really kip on them. And the dumbbells, we generally assume it's a pair of 50-pound dumbbells for the men and a pair of 35s for the women, because that's what most people accumulated when dumbbells made their first appearance in the CrossFit Games Open. But if that loading of dumbbell is too challenging for you, then you use a lighter dumbbell. It's perfectly fine. I'm here to tell you that every now and then when I do the limited equipment option, sometimes I don't grab the 50s. We've got a pair of 35s out there, and I don't care that one's the men's weight or the women's weight. Like, I'll grab the 35 pounds in a heartbeat if that's the more intelligent thing to do. So always make the most intelligent call and don't let your ego get in the way. Limited equipment option today. Men, a pair of 50-pound dumbbells. Women, a pair of 35-pound dumbbells. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. 3, 2, 1, go. 50 dumbbell deadlifts, 15 low ring muscle ups, 35 dumbbell deadlifts, 10 low ring muscle ups, 20 dumbbell deadlifts, 5 low ring muscle ups. And on the dumbbell deadlifts, all you need is just one head of each dumbbell to touch the floor. Both heads of both dumbbells don't need to touch the floor. The low ring muscle up, I think it's great. So there's a video showing the CrossFit Linchpin low ring muscle up for your educational purposes. And basically it's a leg assisted low ring muscle up it's great because you can make it as easy or as challenging as you want. You're going to use just the bare minimum amount of leg needed to assist your upper body in doing the proper muscle up technique. And then if you keep doing this and you're patient and you use eventually less leg and less leg and less leg and more upper body, you will eventually develop just a strict seated muscle up. And then you'll be good to go. So don't think that you're getting shortchanged because you have a set of low rings. This is absolutely top notch. Accessory work. So every day we post accessory work. And since this is Monday, I'll give you the quick little spiel on this. It's always optional. You do not need to do accessory work to be incredibly fit and have a high quality of life. It's just not necessary. We post the accessory work for the members that desire it, and it's intelligently laid out based upon what we've done that day, where we've been, and where we're going. But the accessory work, it should be additive to what you're doing. It should improve what you're doing. So if you just jump in, and the accessory work's no joke, it is demanding, and you start doing the accessory work, just bang, you're all in, and now you're feeling tired, you're not recovering well, your sleep's being affected. Well, that's affecting your main workout of the day that now you're bringing less intensity to. You're not recovering as well, so the cycle will continue and your fitness will decline. So doing more work doesn't mean you're going to get fitter. Sometimes doing less work and just doing it better, like you're doing just the workout of the day and not doing the accessory work, that's the key. But for those that want it and those that are ready for it, it's there. And if you're a veteran and you're used to it, great. But if you're new to it and want to try, I recommend even scaling it, cutting the reps down, cutting the time down, and just doing a crawl, walk, run approach to make sure that it is additive to your life. So the accessory work for today, side plank hold, accumulating 1 to 2 minutes per side, and we have a video showing that movement. And then the one-arm dumbbell row. A one-arm dumbbell row, a bent over row, phenomenal movements. Video showing that, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps per arm. And then today's cool down and stretching. The cool down is for 5 to 15 minutes. You're going to casually walk, jog, bike, or row, whatever your schedule permits. If you can do 15 minutes, great, but if sometime life, kids, schedule, whatever only permits you to do 5, then 5 is better than nothing. Then we're going to stretch. We've got a glute stretch, a video showing that. Hold that 1 to 2 minutes per side. And then we're going to do some foam rolling in the back. We have a video showing that as well. And we've got maybe half a dozen really good and effective upper body stretches and about a half dozen lower body stretches. And we cycle through them in a manner that makes sense over the course of the week. There's a ton of different stretches out there. You can feel free to add to it. You can feel free to subtract to it. But if you do these ones that are time tested and proven, you might find that 1 or 2 of them really just fit your needs well. Feel free to embrace those a bit more. For example, I say this usually on Mondays, there's a stretch that will come up eventually for the lower body. It's called the wall stretch. I do that stretch every single day of my life because it makes my hip flexors and my lower back feel better. Like I, without a doubt, notice it, so I embrace it more frequently. If you find something like that, by all means, feel free to make that decision. But we're just going to give you some tools and expose you to some things that work very well, and it will give you a great structure if you're not quite sure where to start. So that's it. Thanks for being a part of the community, and enjoy.